Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast interview series. Very special episode today. First off, we're going to start off with probably the best tag team in Canada right now. The Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin Newhook, and the Blackwing, Matt Connors.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, we can go that far. Okay, thank you.
If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, they also own North Pro Canadian Wrestling. And this is a big part of this interview. But also we have Bob McNeary. How's it going, Bob?
It's going well. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for joining us. I'm going to leave the floor to Jason right now. And let's have fun.
First question's for you, Bob. For those that didn't know Logan, can you tell us about him and what he meant to the people around him?
Logan was a great kid. Like, he was very much a 14-year-old boy. You know, he loved pro wrestling, loved wrestling with his little brother, just going to parks, playgrounds, comic books, skateboards, you name it. Just boundless energy, unapologetically himself, which I think is really what endeared him to a lot of the community. He was always genuine and always himself. So he was just awesome.
That's cool. Justin, Matt, you guys get a chance to meet Logan?
Yeah, he came to. I can't remember how many shows. Bob would know that more.
Yeah,
Bob would know the
at least
Bob
a handful.
The whole family they all clicked with us right away. I mean, we clicked with them right away. It wasn't when this is all done and wrestling's done and everything like that, I'll still be driving down to Bridgewater at least once a year. I'll go see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a very special. The whole entire family is just entirely special.
Right from day one, from training and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can put Justin over. Sorry?
No, I forgot. That's right. Bob did train with you, right?
Yeah, I was actually going to mention it. I mention it countless times whenever I see Matt, but I was actually dipping my toes in the water of wrestling, and one of my training sessions, a very enthusiastic and good-sized sound guy decided to jump in and try his hand at it, and I think the wrestling bug bit him because that was a young Matt Connors. And if I can put Justin over too, we've referred to you as my wife's emotional support wrestler. I think it's a little bit of the Newfoundland bond. She's a Newfie, and Justin's driven down to Bridgewater to watch our son play basketball, and you guys are family too.
Oh man, getting emotional.
And that was the first question.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Let's keep it going, guys. Jeez.
So, Bob, how did Logan's life inspire your family to create LoganMania and Logan's Legacy League?
Well, the LoganMania came about incredibly organically and just very much by chance because I had a friend in a local wrestling promoter who was a good friend to me right after Logan had passed. And I had mentioned to him, on your next show, could you give Logan a shout out or, maybe kind of some mention, a 10-bell salute or something like that. And he happened to mention that he had a show coming up on May 6th. And I said, you mean Logan's birthday? So he had this in the books for months, even before Logan had passed away. So just the happenstance of it, he said, why don't we dedicate the whole show to him?
Oh, wow.
And Sabotage was there for the first one. You guys have been on every LoganMania. And that's how the first one came about.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they ran it for 2 years under that gentleman's name. And then he stopped running shows. So we stepped in because we weren't going to let this not continue. We weren't going to let LoganMania not happen again. So it's been very fortunate. It's been awesome.
And out of LoganMania, you guys created an organization. Is that correct?
Yes. After the second show, it was actually a speech given by the mayor of our town, and he mentioned several times, what a great community event. This really brought the community together, and it kind of started the wheels in my wife's head turning. And she said, why don't we make this more of a community thing? So that's kind of when her and I started taking a little bit more ownership of LoganMania. We started the foundation, LoganMania, Logan's Legacy League. And just through absolute happenstance around that time, two gentlemen happened to come into a wrestling company. So we had an in there, and we just knew the right people at the right time.
Yeah, it fell together pretty well. So
the wrestling gods.
Yeah, the wrestling gods.
That's cool. So, other than like LoganMania, is there any other type of fundraising that you guys do throughout the year? Or?
We are looking at doing some more fundraising, just some more local things, food bank drives. Our son is actually in a school program right now where they do a lot of community-based events. So we can kind of work with them. The main thing is really just getting people to remember Logan, making sure that his name stays out there. People do remember, and then we can just hopefully do some good for the community.
Excellent. So, Bob, what was it like forming a partnership with Connors and New Hook and Northborough?
It was difficult all the way. Just a huge struggle. They fought me on everything. No, these guys are absolutely great. I cannot say enough good things about them. Again, they're basically family at this point. So working with them has just been like not work at all. And and I appreciate you guys for everything.
Yeah, it's exactly how he just said that. It's not work. It's you know what I mean? Like they tell us they want certain things and we make it happen, and like, we have creative ideas and they want certain things done. It's like, all right, we just boom, 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 click it all together, and it's a wrestling show. And Northborough, we try to make Northborough pretty relaxed anyways in the locker room, but like LoganMania especially, we want to make that show how Logan made us feel. And if I've had some pretty great interactions with fans, but the love that you feel from certain fans, you can genuinely feel it, and it was no trouble to feel it from him. The entire family, obviously, but he didn't just love us; he loved wrestling.
Yeah, as a whole, yeah.
But
to feel the support, like that just never-ending drive to like support people that you care about. That's what kind of stands out to me, and it's like so. The support and the love that he always put into us, like every time we were there, whether we were heel, whether we were face, whether we were behind the merch table, that is what I like to give back as much as I can, be it in the ring during LoganMania show or just behind the scenes with that option that we have now. So, it's an emotional thing, but it's super important for people to understand the passing of energy like that and how important it is for someone's whatever they're going through. That's why wrestling is that escape, it gets you out.
Oh my God, guys. I was not ready for this. What is going on?
I've said before, what you guys do matters. You matter. You make a difference. I mentioned to the hosts before, I think before we started recording, that Logan's urn, we actually have inscribed in the bottom of it, always believe in the spirit of the warrior, because that's how much that meant to him, and that's how much that meant to us. Just you guys, what you do matters.
Oh man,
I hope so.
It's like you days you just wake up and you just don't care about it. You don't care about, like, it just feels like such a monotonous thing at times. And then you have conversations like this and it just makes you realize, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And like I was going to talk as well, you know, I was going to ask you guys, especially Justin and Matt, like why it was important for North Pro to be a part of LoganMania. And I think we've kind of touched on that already. And I just want to kind of put a special shout out there. Like, you know how you guys are always there. Like there's a fan at North Pro that had been fighting cancer for a while, you know, and you make sure that every show that you point out that, like, you know, she's won her battle at this point, right? Like she's in remission. So I think that you guys have you put the heart and the emotion into everything you do. And I think that's very, very important. And it makes us appreciate it a lot more. Right.
Appreciate it.
So
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's all. That's what we wanted for LoganMania is. Let's be honest. Anybody can throw off a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's be honest. Yep. We've all been to them. We've all been to different cons.
That's right.
When me and Connors first got into this, we got into it at separate times, separate places, but we both had the same mentality. So when we met, that's why we gelled so well, and for so many other reasons. But one of the biggest things for a wrestling show, you can put a wrestling ring anywhere. Mm-hmm. But if you don't make the talent feel like they're special or they're thought about, and the fans, like, it really kills the mood very quickly. Mm-hmm. So if you put that little bit of effort in just to make it, like, we don't have streamers, we don't have a bunch of lights, we don't have pyro, we don't have all that stuff, but it's like Connors makes every venue we go to like look beautiful, because, like, well, I don't know how he makes Todd and Boar look as good as it does, because it's just brick and black and like black paint and everything like that. But however he makes it look so good on camera is amazing.
Just angles, brother.
Don't like an angles,
right? And like, sort of get off track here a little bit, but like this is the whole reason. One of the biggest reasons why we got into wrestling. We love wrestling, and like, God love Corey for saying we're the best in Canada. We are not. We definitely know how to engage the fans, and we know how to make them feel how we're feeling. But that's storytelling, and that's what we love. Me and Connors, like, when we get off this podcast now, we're going to video call each other and talk about last episode of Daredevil. Like anything about storytelling is what we love. So if it gives us any avenue to do it, we are game to do it. And then on top of this, we're doing it for a good cause. So we wanted to make it, the best cause. And we want to make it as amazing as possible. And Juanita, dear Lord, what a whirlwind of a human that is, and I love her dearly. And she just the passion that she has for this, and just
it's humbling, but it's also like it's like it's energetic. Like you feed off the vibes that are there that day, that whole day. No, it is scary in a way. I don't even know. I think it's just nerves. You know what I mean? Because you want to perform, like, you want it just to be so good. Like, you just want that show to be what Logan would want. You know what I mean? He would want something. Yeah. So there is a level of fear, but it's also a level of, like, gratitude. And like I said, it's just like, the whole day encompasses just good feelings.
Yeah. And we're getting, and we get to give Ronnie Payne a pretty dope opportunity. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Have we announced that yet, or should we announce it like right here?
Right here would be a great person.
Have we not announced that yet? My apologies. Like, my life has been like wild the past few months.
Let's do it right here.
Give me a scoop.
Well, okay, of course, in the main event, it is going to be the local hometown homie, Ronnie Payne, taking on TNA superstar Jody Threat.
Sweet.
My apologies. How we did not announce that? Oh, my. Wow.
Because we wanted to save it for right now.
Maybe.
Oh, man. It's kind of funny because, like, my next question for you guys, especially since the event's coming up on May 2nd, so very, very soon, like what people could expect. So like already that's a pretty big booking right there. That's a good start.
There's going to be a couple other, like the show in the day before in Dartmouth. There's a couple matches that are going to, like, there's a couple number one contender matches there that are going to lead into LoganMania. So there's like, Rudy, there's a potential for Rudy to face Sebi, Sydney Sweetie, and Boa had to back out, unfortunately, and Ian will be taking his place. So one of those three will end up taking on Rudy, whoever that may be. Ghost and Ricky Mortis are having a number one contendership match, and whoever wins that match is facing Gabriel Fuerza.
Oh yeah, sorry.
On the next night.
I was immediately thinking Dawson.
Yeah, and then
Dawson versus everybody.
It's Dawson. It's Dawson and Cameron on May 1st, and then I don't know who we're going to put him. It all depends who wins one of those other matches, who will get a position to go against Dawson. So there's a few toss-ups, and it's going to be us versus AWOL.
Sabotage 2.0, eh?
Yeah. Sabotage
2.0.
Yeah, Sabotage 0.0 at this point now.
2.0.
But yeah, so there's a couple. Then we had the Rumble and the VIP. So that's for, I think, every title. I think every match on LoganMania is for a title.
Nice.
So.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check that and let you guys know. Like even the VIP Royal Rumble is going to be for Logan the men's championship, if I'm correct on that. So every match in LoganMania is special anyways, but every match is actually a championship match as well. Even Ronnie versus Jody Threat is for the women's LoganMania trophy. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a big yes.
Gassy plug.
I've always said you were full of hot air, Justin.
Oh, brother, that's a nice way of putting it. Nice way of putting it.
It's a PG-13 version.
Yeah.
He said hot air at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hasn't floated away yet.
But for this show, especially since it is in Nova Scotia, like, are you guys still using the same avenues for tickets? Like, how can people get the tickets?
The tickets are through Bob and Winita. They have an Eventbrite page set up. We have the link through our link tree as well, but they on LoganMania page as well, and Bob can plug those pages.
Cool.
Yeah, we've got LoganMania.org. We'll take you right to the Eventbrite page. Other than that, we have had some live events where I'll be out around the town selling tickets, and of course, like I said earlier, Bridgewater is a big walk-up town, so we will have tickets available at the door as well.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Shout out to the arena as well. Man, they make us
super accommodating.
It's super accommodating, and they just give us carte blanche. We just walk in and they're like, "What do you need?" And we're like, "This."
They got runners all over the place.
We're like a turnkey operation, but like there's always that little tiny thing, or hey, they have something to be able to help us make it be better.
Yeah.
And anytime we went to them, I felt bad last time. I probably should have just had them hang around with us, so I didn't have to keep finding them and like, hey. But yeah, they
have to do them up an envelope at the end of the night.
Huge shout out to those guys though, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what community's all about, right? Everybody helping each other.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, they were super accommodating.
What's the special ask for typical events? Like, is it a box of 24 bags of cheesies, or how does it work?
I gotta sneak them things in.
Just you wait. The cheesy thing is never going away. The cheesy is never going away.
No, it's never going away. I'm never gonna live that fucking thing down. I swear.
It's never
I think that's how we're
Ever.
paying. I think that's actually how we're paying Matt. Is
Yes, just cheesies. Yeah. Like,
Fans-
That's where the money's
you know
going
what?
anyway.
I'm
Fans
okay
bring
with
cheesies now. Fans
Oh,
bring cheesies now.
Yeah.
Like I was at the door last show, not last show, but the show before, and someone handed me a green bag,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, it's free. You and Connor's. Here's yours," and they give me an awesome sticker set of Ninja Turtles. Right. Huge Ninja Turtles fan, right? And I was like, why does Connors get the bigger thing? And then she looks at me and goes, believe it or not, yours was more expensive. And I was like confused because I didn't look in the bag yet. So I was confused. I'm like, what the hell? And I look
your stuff at Irving.
I look at his cheesies, and it's like, and then last weekend I was up at his place, and we had a couple. We indulged a little bit, and of course, get a little hungry afterwards. And they all go to bed, and I'm like, oh man! So I go through the cupboards, and what's in the cupboard? It's a big old bag of cheesies. Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, right?
Yeah. There's probably 2 bags up there. Like the old man's beer fridge. There's just always beer in it. I will always have cheesies.
The fans are keeping you stocked.
Hell yeah. But they get me to, they want me to eat them during the match. And I'm like, bro, do you understand how pasty I am during a match? I'm not eating a handful of styrofoam with cheese powder on it. Like, no.
Imagine a fans bring the cheesies match,
Right.
so
Oh my
everybody's
God.
full of the powder.
That would have to be Maine because we don't have enough canvases or extra brooms to handle that.
Listen, you're all about, we're all about putting things out into the universe. But why did you put that out into the universe?
That was my fault. That was my fault with the cheesies. It all comes right back to me. That one.
Well, if fans
Well,
are bringing the cheesies, they better bring a vacuum too. So.
Oh my god, the splash zone is going to turn into something different.
Powder zone.
Yeah, the powder zone. I don't know. God damn.
I'd
Gas masks.
I'd make merch, just a big orange handprint on the chest, like a Big Show slap.
Like
Well
the old
said.
Shaq basketball from KFC.
There you
My
go.
hand, cheesy dust.
Like I said, the cheesies are the things not going away. We're working on some things.
That's awesome.
What a thing! Like why? And why me?
Because you wouldn't
That's
put
how
the
good
chips
Matt
there.
is.
You wouldn't put the bag there when we were doing the promo.
I was in the middle of eating, and you click record, so I just ran with it. Oh, natural, right?
People think that we thought up the funny thing about him rubbing on my shirt. No, he was gonna do it.
Yeah. No, he was hot. He's like, don't put that fucking cheesy dust all over my shirt.
And then, of course, if we're laughing at it, then we know, okay, all right, we got something here.
Promo time with Sabotage. It's good stuff.
Oh
I was gonna
my!
mention that with your matches, you said you engage the fans a lot, and you guys are best friends, and it's awesome to watch because fun's contagious. So when you guys are having fun, everybody's having fun.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, that's the one thing. We'll never say we're the best tag team.
I do that for you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Maritimes, at one point, we definitely stake that claim. But we got some amazing tag teams coming up now. But the one thing that we'll always lay our hat on or hang our hat on is, like Bob said, is our crowd engagement, is our fan engagement. Anywhere we've gone, any place we've gone, it didn't matter if we were heel or face, we had the crowd engagement. And if that's, I don't care about winning or losing.
Should just ended it right there. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care about. I was trying to word it in a way. I don't care if I'm hooking the leg or if I'm looking at the lights. As long as if I'm the bad guy and I'm losing and the crowd loses their shit when I lose, because I can guarantee there's more than a handful of times that you can go back and look at the end of a match, and if whoever's getting pinned out of us, if it was like the end of a feud or something big, we're smiling because we got the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one thing. Bob, I love you for it, but that's the one thing I'll miss is when we start stepping away from in-ring performing is engaging with the crowd. And that's why at North Pro Sabotage interjects themselves from time to time. It's from here, and it's not even in the matches. Sometimes we just gotta have fun because you know.
Absolutely.
It's the name of the game, right? Having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're not having fun, we're done. That's it.
Well, on May 2nd, LoganMania 4. Lots of fun there. Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center. VIP doors open at 6. General admission at 7. I'm not done yet. We got North Pro Unfinished Business, May 1st, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Then we got North Pro Threat Level Red, May 15th, the Titan Board Ballroom, Moncton, New Brunswick. And one more thing, Sabotage Everything on YouTube, the North Pro Canadian Wrestling YouTube channel. Check that out. They're doing some great stuff over there. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
I would appreciate
Thanks for having us, man. It's fun.
I appreciate you.
In a year from now, if you guys want to jump back on, we'll have you back.
Absolutely. Send us a message anytime.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that being said, thank you everybody for listening, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.